Welcome to Elite Expert Insider Podcast, where we will inspire, motivate, and educate entrepreneurs, innovators, and growth seekers. Brought to you by Elite Online Publishing, making the best and brightest in the industry #1 best-selling authors. 80% of people say they want to write a book. We're assuming that's the same for you. If so, contact us at www.eliteonlinepublishing.com and make your book a reality. Hey, Melanie Johnson here with another great podcast for you for Elite Expert Insider. Hey, Jen, how are you doing today?
Doing great. Really excited for today.
Yeah, so we're going to do something a little bit different. We are going to talk about something to do with publishing and marketing. And this holds true for other businesses. So if you think, well, I don't have to listen to this. I'm not an author. I don't need to know how to market my book. But I think the things we're going to tell you today are true for any business. So listen up. We're going to talk about something that we've written in our new book, 7 Costly Mistakes when you're choosing a publisher. But before we get into it, I want to remind you, please subscribe. We want to have you subscribe to this podcast and leave us a message, leave us a review. We'd love to hear from you. And of course, share it to everyone you know. So let's get started. So yeah, we just came out with this book, 7 Costly Mistakes when choosing a publisher. There it is. Isn't that a great cover? So we do a Facebook Live about covers. We'll do a separate thing about that. But a great cover is the first thing that you see when you do a book.
Yes, and I just want to say really quick, Melanie and I don't talk beforehand about what we're going to wear, but it seems like we kind of coordinate every time. So it's Easter weekend. I don't want to date this, but it really is. And we're wearing blues and patterns. It's just really fun. So we always match. Even when we go with our book cover.
If you can book cover and you're just listening to this. So, all right, I want to start out by telling you this really cool story. So I went to an event, a breakfast event this week, and the speaker's name was Ron Hall. And Ron Hall wrote a book called Same Kind of Different as Me. And phenomenal speaker, phenomenal author, and he talked about his story, which you'll have to catch that book. It was a great story. So he talked about how he wrote this book and was trying to get a publishing agent, could not get a publishing agent to even submit it to publishers. So usually you can get an agent, but then maybe the publisher won't take you. But he couldn't even get an agent. So he decided to go ahead and do the self-publishing route. When he did the self-publishing route, he started selling some books and getting some traction on the book. And then a traditional publisher took notice and decided to take him on. So he's thinking, great, I'm gonna have all the support of a traditional publisher behind me. Well, they took his book, and basically their definition of marketing support was, here's 1,000 books, now go market them. Good luck. That was it. He said, so here we were with these 1,000 books. So we would put a boatload of books in our trunk and hit the road and try and get speaking engagements and to promote our book. So they would go to different places, different charities, different events, and speak and try and sell their book, do book signings, and to promote their book that way. Well, then the book actually became, because of their hard work, not because of the publisher's hard work, because of their hard work, they got a movie deal and their book became a movie. But I go back to, they created a plan. Their plan was that they were going to hit all these local places, churches, different groups, to speak and get their book in as many hands as possible. So they stuck with the plan that they had to market their book, but it was their plan. It wasn't the publisher's plan. Right, Jen? Don't you agree with that?
Yeah, well, and I think that's really important to know in any area of your life, is having that plan and following through with that plan. Because when you do have a plan, you might hire someone and think they're going to execute your plan for you, but they don't have the same plan as you. So you got to make sure that you have that plan. So I really like that he talked about the plan part of it, because a lot of times we say, I'm going to write this book and it's going to, we'll see if it becomes a movie. It's like, okay, well, let's actually have a plan for it. This is the steps. This is what we're going to do. And this is the progression of the plan. When
we work with our authors, and this does work for if you have any product or business that you want to promote. So when we start with our authors, we create a plan for them. So first of all, you want to brand yourself as that person. So with an author, we want to brand them as an author. So if you're a plumber, if you're an insurance salesman, if you're a real estate agent, you want to let everybody know that that's who you are, that you're a real estate agent and you're looking for business, that you're a plumber, you're looking for business, you're a landscaper, you're an insurance agent. So people know that that is who you are and you're branded as that. So when we get an author, we put it on their Facebook page. They are now Jen Foster author. They're not just Jen Foster anymore. That it's on their Twitter. They're not just Jen Foster on Twitter. They're Jen Foster, the author on Twitter. Or you're Jen Foster, the realtor on Twitter.
Right.
So everywhere on social media, you want to create that brand, and that's what we do for authors. So that's the number one thing that you want to do. Then the number two is you want to create a social media plan. So what we do, even for our business, like we went in this year when the year started and we said, okay, what kind of content do we want to create? What do we want to share with our audience? So every month we have a plan of what kind of content our social media department is going to share on Facebook, on Twitter with you. So we know we have some kind of cohesive plan. And usually what you need to do too is start with the end in mind. So know what the product is that you're selling. So if you're going to be a real estate agent, you just don't want to randomly post stuff about real estate. You want to decide what makes you different as that real estate agent or that landscaper. Just like as an author, what makes your book different than other authors who are selling something in a similar genre? Why should I buy your book? Why are you the expert that I should read your material? Right, Jen?
Yeah. Yeah. And I think that's the biggest key is when you're posting things on Facebook is not only getting that engagement, but having the reasons behind it or the story behind it. So telling them the reasons why or who you are, what you do, and why you are different. The why, that's going to really get them and engage them and get the attention that you're looking for.
And then tell them how often they should post and why they should post that often.
Yeah, so what we do is 3 to 5 times a week, and this is on your business page or your fan page. So, of course, on your personal page, you're going to post more than that, different things that you're doing, but 3 to 5 times a week on your fan page or business page. Now, you can post more than that, but you want to post that at least the minimum. And the reason being is you want to show Google and all the other search engines and all your followers that you are consistent and that you have really that you have the plan, right? It comes back to the plan. But to show that you are a working business or a working author or a working person, you're not just post one time and then you don't come back, right? And that consistency is what's going to bring people when they come to your page. Not everyone scrolls and scrolls and scrolls, but if they scroll a little bit, they see that you're posting consistently and on a regular basis. And that's what's most important is them seeing that, oh, you're on here, you're posting on a regular basis. If I ask a question, I'm going to get an answer.
And we get it that, you might be overwhelmed. Like, are you kidding me? I got to post 3 to 5 times a week. Like, I don't have time to do that, to create cool post and make it relevant. I don't even know how to make those backgrounds or get a graphic and put on there. I mean, I can type something, but you want to make it look cool and make it interesting and have some engagement. So you may want to hire someone. I mean, our clients hire us to do their social media. So you may want to hire someone to do that, but you have to have that idea of what you want and either work with them to come up with a plan. That's what we do with our clients. We work with them of what their goals are, what their messages are to create that plan that we create for ourselves. So when you hire someone, you want to make sure that they're going to work with you, not just randomly post stuff. You want to create that plan, work with them, use their knowledge about creating the plan, but they don't know about your business. So you need to tell them about your business to create that plan for your social media. And you can get price ranges all over the place for someone to post for you. And you may even have someone who does it in-house. That's a great idea too, to have an in-house person to do it as well. So those are just a couple of the things that you need to know when you're trying to brand yourself and when you're trying to post. Another great thing that we have started to offer our authors is to come up with a sales funnel. For those of you who don't know what a sales funnel is, I'm sure you have seen one or you may have even participated in one.
Yeah, so, you know what happens when you go to that website and you're looking at it and there's a video and you go up to the top of the page to push the X, and a pop-up comes up, and then it says, oh, but wait, if you do this, I'll give you this. And so put your name and email in and I'll give you this. And so you're like, okay, I'll do it. And then all of a sudden you go to another page, and then you realize that you've opted into something and you got this content, and you're like, oh, I actually love this content. I'm going to actually do the next thing, which is buy the next thing that they're offering. Mm-hmm. And this is called a what, Melanie?
It's called a sales funnel.
A sales funnel, right. They put you through a process to help you to get the content that you're looking for and also sell you something.
So you can take your products or services and do that for yourself. So we have one client that we did it for, and he's in real estate. So he was trying to capture emails, but then he had a couple little products that you could buy for $49 and another one for $99. And then he ended up selling that. He's like, oh my gosh, in the first day, I sold 10 products. So how cool is that? You have to do some advertising for it and invest in a little bit of advertising, but usually if you spend $1, you want to be able to get $2 back. That's the goal of what you're trying to do. So just to kind of recap again, what we think you should do for your marketing for your business, and specifically for authors, because that's who we promote, but it works for any business anywhere, is to make sure you brand yourself as who you are, whether that's a realtor, an author, an insurance salesman. Make sure you're branded on all your social media. Everywhere you show up, people know who you are. The second thing is to make sure you're posting consistently on social media, right? And then the third thing would be is if you can start to create a sales funnel for yourself. I think those are the top 3 things. Do you have anything else you can think of, Jen, that might be a bonus add-on besides the top 3?
I would say the bonus add-on would be doing a few Facebook Lives or creating a YouTube channel. Having those videos really helps with search engine optimization, as well as people seeing you, knowing you, liking you, and trusting you. So videos are huge. And I know that's something that we have been struggling with to do on a consistent basis, but we've been trying to do more Facebook Lives. But we do our podcast consistently. We do one a week, and so you can always find us on our podcast. And we have past episodes. We've been doing this for almost 3 years now. So you can check out our past episodes and our current episodes. But yeah, so again, this is the chapter in our book. We talk about the marketing support. And when you don't have marketing support for your book or for any business, you're not going to go very far.
Yep, very true said. Well, we hope to see you next time at the next podcast. Remember to subscribe to this one. We hope it was helpful today and you take action and take your business to the next level. We'll see you next time at Elite Expert Insider. Subscribe and share.
Bye. Subscribe and share. Leave a comment.
If you'd like to create the most powerful advertising tool for your business, contact us at EliteOnlinePublishing.com, where we will help you create, publish, and make your book a #1 bestseller, and show you how to get new leads and more revenue for your business. If you'd like to check us out on our Facebook page, we have a free book for you as our gift. Just go and click Free Book. Remember to subscribe and leave a comment for our podcast. We would love to hear from you.